Hello everyone, this is Mirella and today I'll be reacting to The Avengers of K-Pop, a story of LOONA. This was recommended by one of you in the comments, so I figured I should check since I want to know more about LOONA. Let's go. So I noticed this video has a lot of views. Is it like something official? Like 200,000 views? I think. Yeah. Anyways.
Maybe you've heard the name, or maybe for the 1,000th time you saw a tweet or a YouTube comment that said the words Stan LOONA. Or maybe if you were lucky enough, you saw them at KCON LA and got a taste of them in person. LOONA, the group everyone seems to be talking about. If you're somewhat familiar with the K-pop scene, LOONA is a name that's commonly thrown around as one of the up-and-coming K-pop groups. A month ago, LOONA made headlines by making the first ever US appearance at KCON LA, and immediately, the internet was in a frenzy. The majority of the internet buzz surrounding KCON was centered on LOONA. For every activity, for every panel, LOONA was surrounded by hundreds and hundreds of fans. Every time they stepped on the stage, the cheers deafened, and at any given moment, the crowd would chant, LOONA, LOONA, LOONA.
That's nice.
Despite the many bigger names that have been around the industry for years, it was clear LOONA was the main attraction at KCON. The hype was such that KCON was dubbed by fans as LOONACON 2019. However, despite this enormous hype and cult following, they're almost an unknown group in Korea. Ask any normal Korean on the street and chances are they don't know who LOONA is. The disparity is baffling. So, who exactly is LOONA and why the hype?
Okay. I know the hype on the music, but I don't know their story, so it's nice to know. Like their music's
to understand,
really
we need to go back, all the way back to March of 2016. A company was formed by the name of Blockberry Creative, or BBC for short. Their objective? To create the most unique girl group out there. The plan was every month or so, a girl would be revealed as part of the group, and then release a solo debut. And this pattern would continue until there was 12 girls. There was an idea to bring together a group of remarkable people, to see if they could become something more. This project was known as the Avengers, I mean LOONA. 12 girls, 12 singles, 2 years, 1 love. A project like this had never been done before. The usual method was that you
Okay, so that's why you've been asking me to check their solos.
reveal all the members of the group months before the release, and when they debut as a full group, with the rare exception of maybe adding one other member, Red Velvet. But BBC kept everything a secret, releasing teasers and MVs like movie trailers and TV episodes. In October of 2016, Heejin, the first girl, was revealed along with her solo single and solo album. From October to February 2017, Hyunjin, Haseol, Yeojin, and Vivi all debuted in a similar manner. They made up the subunit called 1/3. The units have a much deeper meaning that I will cover later.
I've seen
From
a
May
lot
to
of
July,
people talking
Jungkook,
about
Kimber,
Vivi
and Chuddy all had solo debuts and were
on
formed in the
Twitter.
subunit Odd Eye Circle. Once again, the groups are important, so remember that. From November to March of 2018, Eves, Chu, Go-on, and finally, the last girl of the puzzle, Olivia Hay, had solo debuts and were in the final subunit YY. And Olivia, by the way, holds the record for the shortest trainee period ever. Check this out, she was a trainee for 1 day, and the very next day, she debuted. Isn't that crazy? While the rest of LOONA was promoting, she was still a regular high school girl. She said she remembered watching Heejin and Hyunjin on TV, and now they're in a group together.
진심이야?
In the span of 2.5 years, LOONA has produced 62 songs, 32 of which have music videos. That's insane.
Wait, what? 32 music videos? And I've only seen 2 or 3?
Let's compare that to the big 3 groups. Twice, arguably the busiest group in K-pop, they produced 17 music videos. Red Velvet had 10. Blackpink had... hold on, let me calculate. Oh yeah. In 2016, Twice, at the time of their debut, had the most expensive debut of all time, and it approximately cost JYP 500 million won, or about $420,000. Any guesses about LOONA's debut? 500,000? 800,000? 1 million? Try 9 times that. An insane $8.9 million was spent on their debut. By the way, the Ilkwon Group, the owner of LOONA's agency, is a large, insanely rich corporation. They provide and manufacture arms and steel to different militaries. They're literal arms dealers, possibly richer than JYP, YG, and SM combined, with BBC funding the group.
That's kind of messed up, man. That's messed up.
They were able to afford such a preposterous undertaking. LOONA is the most ambitious project in K-pop history. And it's not a stretch to say that they're one of the hardest working groups right now. There's something...
Like, calm down. Are you saying their company makes money by selling guns? Did I get it right? Because if I did, I don't like it. That's messed up. That's messed up.
Something special about the LOONA sound, something that attracts people to it. In a K-pop world filled with cutesy, girl crush, and bubblegum pop, LOONA stands as a breath of fresh air. During their 2-year pre-debut period, not only was BBC establishing a strong 12-member group, but also 12 separate solo artists that could each stand on their own. And these weren't just throwaway songs that were just, oh, we need a single, so let's whip up something generic real quick. These were quality songs, written, recorded, and filmed to fulfill a very specific purpose and fit a particular vision. More on that later. LOONA was built on the concept of being experimental, built with the idea that each of the 12 girls and each of the 3 subunits had their own particular sound and genre. So you can't classify LOONA as a whole into a genre because they had no genre, but at the same time they encompass all genres, from feature-based...
Okay, so they tested everything to see
pop,
what would be better.
rock.
Like, so that's why every LOONA song sounds so different from the other one. I've said it before, like, why not and Stars sound so completely different. That's interesting.
Even melancholic ballads. However, despite every song being unique, each song still had an aspect to them that made them sound distinctively LOONA. Along with that are the music videos. Each song and MV was beautifully crafted like a piece of art, which were uniquely filmed in such a way to make the viewer feel a specific feeling, but also filmed to feel the mood of the song. Every object, every outfit, every color, every word was purposely placed there to fit a specific LOONA vision. To achieve this vision, that meant flying out to Iceland, Japan, France, London, Los Angeles, Hungary. First, LOONA is primarily a piece of art. In your brain, you know you're watching a K-pop song, but also it feels like you're watching something entirely different. Something nostalgic from a world that doesn't exist. Some alternate reality from a parallel universe. This, of course, is the LOONA brand, the LOONA vision. And why does it feel like we're in another universe? Well, that will be answered later. Part of that LOONA sound are the girls themselves, of course. A lot of them have proven themselves to be strong singers, especially this girl. That's a G5 if anyone's wondering. All of them have a special sound that makes them sound different, from Haseo's clear vibrato robotic voice. Gowan's crunchy voice. To Olivia's high-pitched baby-like voice. And then there's a Chu. Now, I'm not here to say that LOONA is the greatest singing group of all time. No, not at all. I'm not claiming them to be the best singers, but they are the right singers. That when blended all together is just
Right.
perfect.
Oh, yeah.
Now, usually girl groups aren't known for their complicated, elaborate choreography, whereas boy group choreos are meant to be fast, strong, calculated, and fierce. Girl groups will be more cute and fun and just straight up sexy. LOONA took that idea of girl group choreography and just said, screw it, we'll experiment with whatever we want. In the flip of a switch, they can go from cute and innocent
That's nice.
to sexy girl crush to powerful and fierce. Which brings us to Butterfly, one of the greatest girl
Yeah.
group choreographies of all time. The choreography is complex, with breathtakingly beautiful synchronizations and formations.
And the
I can speak at
formations.
length to how beautiful LOONA's choreo is, but the best way is to show you.
Yeah.
Notice in particular the use of space, how they traveled around the stage with intricate formation changes, level changes, and the shapes they created with their bodies. There's moments of sequential timing when movement was passed from one dancer to another. There's just so much going on, so many layers, and it all just blends together perfectly, like an orchestra of dancers. That being said, along with ITZY and GFriend, LOONA is one of the best dancing girl groups in the industry. Oftentimes, girl groups will have one or two great dancers, but LOONA is filled with great dancers, specifically these four: Heejin, Olivia Hae, Kim Lip, and especially this girl, Eve, who has just great technique, perfect rhythm, and a gorgeously fluid moveset. Any of them could be the main dancer of any group. Now, individually, LOONA probably doesn't have anyone to match Cheongnam, Seon, or Momo, but as a single cohesive unit, it doesn't get much better than LOONA.
Like, I don't like the comparisons. I don't like to make comparisons because, I don't know, you might hurt some people, like some other people feelings, or like you can just talk about the girls without comparing them. That's what I think. Fandom culture. That's important.
At this point, it is less like a K-pop group and more like a religion, a cult with their own group of zealots. Now, I've seen many fandoms, but nothing quite like LOONA. Inside, you feel like you're part of something special, a movement bigger than yourself, a small cog of a machine
What is this video?
of grand design. Now, I've never seen a community so welcoming and so
I don't like
united,
the
yet so
exaggeration.
bat crazy. Have you ever in your life seen a group
Yes,
of fans so
everyone.
passionate about a K-pop group? Like missionaries, these orbits will knock on your door, or I guess Twitter. Whether you want it or not, and they will preach till their dying breath the holy words of Stan Lee. Now, whether you like LOONA or not, whether you think that they're skilled, talented, or even interesting, there's one thing that's undeniable: that they have the biggest and healthiest meme economy in K-pop, bar none. The Stan Twitter community at this point is a well-oiled machine, pumping out jokes, cranking out memes, and getting their wig snatched.
기분을 타는 사람들이 좀 있는 거 아니야?
I like bread.
I like bread. I think fans have a lot to do with the artist's success, because like I wouldn't even know about LOONA if it wasn't for people telling me to react to LOONA, and that happened to a lot of other artists that I would not even know they existed if it wasn't for people like really appreciating their job and coming and telling you, hey, check this group out. And when you check them out, people like leave a lot of comments and help you understand what's behind the group's success or the love the fans have for this group. So yeah, I think fan culture like really has a big part of a group's success. Oh.
Now, if you've been watching for this long, chances are that you're not going anywhere soon. So I saved the heaviest topic for last. You
Okay.
orbits out there probably know what's coming. This next topic might be a little bit strange for the casual K-pop fan, but also the thing that makes them truly unique.
Remember how I said earlier that every song and every music video LOONA has a specific purpose and vision? Well, not only is LOONA a girl group, but they're all protagonists in the sci-fi universe known as the Looniverse.
Universe is told primarily through music videos. With each music video, we follow a central plot or story that is advanced through each sequential music video. Think like a TV series with multiple seasons and episodes, or movies of the Marvel Universe. Pretty much the same thing. Just think of LOONA as like the Avengers of K-pop.
This time in the shape of a Mobius strip, inverted, please.
Processing.
One important detail is that the Looniverse shares many parallels with the Bible, like the creation of Earth and the exile of Eden. But ultimately, it's a story of 12 girls in 3 different worlds and their journey to find each other.
Okay, so this is like, these are like theories. Loonaverse.
The story starts out with our first girl, Jung Hee-jin. Here we witness the creation of the Looniverse. In the beginning was the Earth, and the Earth was without color, and black and white was on the face of the deep. And it was said, let there be colors. And there was colors. Now, colors play a central theme in LOONA. In fact, each girl in LOONA is represented by a different color. So Vivid, the first music video, essentially marks the creation of the LOONA universe. As the story progresses, Heejin is joined by Hyunjin, Hasul, Vivi, and Yojin. Just normal high school age girls who sing about high school stuff like friends, dreams, and high school crushes. Except Vivi. Vivi is actually an android from Hong Kong. And together, minus Yojin who gets lost in the story, they all make up the group LOONA 1/3.
Okay.
While in Hong Kong, Vivi meets a strange girl from a different world. Here, we're introduced to the second world of the story, Odd-Eyed Circle. Kimlip and Jinsol, 2 girls with special abilities who are traveling to Earth, or something, but what? We learn that Kimlip has the ability of superhuman speed, Jinsol, the ability of teleportation. Both of them possess what's called an odd eye, which grants the user the ability to travel between worlds. There is one more girl though, Cherry, who actually seems to be the most important member and the key to the whole story. Cherry is just a normal girl from Earth. However, through the guidance of Jinsol and a mysterious figure, she's transported to another world. This mysterious figure is revealed to be another Cherry, but different. Many theorize that she's actually from a parallel universe. I like to believe that she's from the future, acting as a guide to help Cherry on her mission. Kind of like Hermione in Prisoner of Azkaban. She finally joins Kimlip and Jinsol to accomplish her mission. And what exactly is their mission? It's simple. To gather LOONA. Which brings us to our third world, Eden. Now, Eden is a beautiful, utopian world where everything is perfect. Or is it? In the Bible, Eden is a garden where Adam and Eve reside, and in the garden they could do and eat anything, all except the fruit from the tree of truth and knowledge. Eve partook of the fruit and was cast out. Only then, after he was tempted by Eve, did Adam also partake. In Eden is the group YY. Here resides another Eve, along with her friends Chu and Goan. Together they learn the true nature of the forbidden fruit, and as an act of rebellion against God and desiring to know knowledge and the truth, all the girls partake of the fruit and are thus cast out of Eden. All except one girl, Olivia Hay, the last member of LOONA, left alone in this dark and dreary world. And then it happened. Hi. It was finally here. The culmination of 2 years, 12 girls, 32 music videos, $8.9 million, 14 episodes of Mix 9, 375 episodes of LOONA TV. Yeojin was still a 14-year-old girl, for crying out loud, when this project started. Everything that we've been waiting for was all coming together. All this planning for one single event. Hi is the single most elaborate, most ambitious music video ever made.
I haven't seen
the Avengers Endgame of the K-pop world. As it begins, odd-eyed circles.
No, I can't. I don't wanna see it because I haven't watched Hi yet.
Hours, the vast reaches of the earth. Their objective? To unite the girls. And together, break this curse which has been placed on the earth. An infinite time loop.
Okay.
Cherry finds the first girl, Hyunjin. Kimlet finds Heejin, giving us the union of 1/3 an odd-eyed circle. They are then joined by YY, which gives us 11 girls. Odd-eyed circle gathers together for one last heroic mission. Find Olivia Hay.
Okay.
As we hit the climax of the song, Olivia stands at the edge of the world, overlooking what will become her fate. And as Eve tempted Adam before, Eve watches Olivia from below. Olivia takes a leap of faith, partakes of the blood plum, and makes her descent to Earth. And now,
They're
LOONA
complete.
is finally complete.
Okay.
And together, they all fly high. And that is the Looniverse.
That's interesting. And I can see why people would be drawn into it, because if you've been following them from the beginning, you want to see everyone together and the story coming together. So yeah, I see it.
This was a heavily watered down version of the story. I barely scratched the surface.
The company
If you ever go into the
planned
lore, you'll
this
find that
for
the
a
story
long
was founded
time.
on things like string theory, butterfly effect, quantum physics, color theory, and even the lunar phases. It's so complex, with so many layers. From the lyrics, the song, the cinematography, to choreography, everything is connected. Everything has a hidden meaning. Keep in mind that you don't need to fully understand the story and the lore to enjoy LOONA. It's
Yeah.
simply another layer to an already beautiful masterpiece. Now, LOONA is at a unique point. LOONA could be coming back any day now, and for years the story has always been the unification of LOONA. But now that LOONA is united, I'm curious to know which direction BBC will take the LOONA story,
Interesting.
and what exactly will happen next.
Nice.
In addition to the amazing vocals, the impressive dance choreography, the never-ending supply of memes, the stunning cinematography, the beautifully written sci-fi story, a huge part of LOONA is their message. Their message of love, of equality, of acceptance, love for yourself, love for your family, love for your friends, love for people that are different than you. LOONA teaches us that no matter what your race is, your religion, your social class, your gender, or even your sexuality, no matter who you are, we all have the ability to fly high, fly like a butterfly, if we all fly together. And together, we are LOONA.
Oh, that was nice. I just saw a comment, someone saying, no joke, I started standing LOONA because of the memes. And that really happens. What I have to say about this video is I really enjoyed how they went through every step or part of it. They talked about the music videos, fans, everything. So I enjoyed it. The only part that threw me off was the company being kind of like gun, I don't know, making money out of guns. I didn't quite understand that part, so that threw me off a little bit, because it's weird to, you know, it's kind of weird. Well, that was my reaction to the Avengers of K-pop, a story of LOONA. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any recommendations of videos I should watch next, please leave a comment. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing. Thank you for watching. Bye!